I can't believe I'm about to say it, but I'm actually making a video for the DGBA. Hello everyone, my name is Gengar Raichu. I am formerly the coach of doing a chat for the DGBA for Season 4, however technical issues caused me to have to drop out about like halfway through the league. Voice crack. So I'll be sitting out Season 5, but I will be mainly here as a top tier analyst if I do say so myself. So, yeah, I'm here. We're doing the Season 5 recap of Week 1 of 7, I think. So let's get right into it. So before we do anything regarding Week 1 recap, I should probably explain what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be going over all the trades that took effect during the given week, just to give an explanation and to give a little insight as to what's going on in the internal team trades and exchanges, also to give a little confusion, calm a little confusion, and if there's a new mon that wasn't there before. For game recaps, to let you know what happened each week, after all the games each week, letting you know who won, who lost, what mon stood out. League standings, at the end of each week, I will be giving all the rankings of how all the teams are doing standings-wise, and of course all the league leaders, the top 3, normally top 10, but for this week top 3, I'll explain that when I get there, kill leaders in terms of differential. So yeah, so getting right into it, we're going to be starting off with the trades. And so normally when you go into a league type format, Week 1, there aren't that many trades that go into effect, right? And so going into this, coming out of this draft, I was thinking there wasn't really going to be any much differentiation in that pattern. However, I was proven wrong, as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades before the league, or for any games we played, which is insane to me, but I don't know, people are odd in this league, I guess. So, starting off, we have Jack, dropping Lycanroc Dusk Form for Tornadus Incarnate, Spoink and the San Francisco Splinkers dropping Pangoro for Mismagius, PackFan dropping Porygon for Regigigas, or for some reason, Mike dropping Porygon Z and Pizimian for Kartana and Primeape. However, there's a little explanation that needs to be out there. Two things. One, I spelled Primeape wrong, and two, Pizimian versus Pizimian for Primeape will not be counting towards Mike's trade count, as Mike was under the assumption that Pizimian got Defiant. However, for some reason I can't explain at the moment, it does not, so he was allowed to swap for Primeape, which does get Defiant. Moving on, Coach Oak and the Ikitana Cineroars dropping Breloom, Electrode, and Illumise for Hitmonchan, Lurantis, and Sandslash Alolan form. And finally, Husemmanen and the FK Moldbreakers dropping Beware, Tangela for Gallade, and Credilli, with Credilli becoming his brand new Z-Mon. Sigh of relief before week 1. So, yeah, those are all the trades. I wanted to go over those first, because there will be definitely a lot of these mons coming into play this week. So, yeah, let's get right into it with the first game, which is MX3 and the Ajaxorus Amsterdam versus Amsterdam and Ajaxorus, I should say, versus Mike and the West Bromwich Alperia. MX3 bringing Salamence, Tangrowth, Steelix, Gengar, Mandibuzz, and Mega Medicham, while Mike is rocking a team of Heatran, Megaladios, Zeraora, I think that's how it's pronounced, Donphan, Alolan Muck, and Tapulu. So a couple things right off the bat. This was a good game. It was a good game to kick off the season. Tangrowth really coming in as the MVP for MX3, really just kind of walling Donphan, and really the Muck was one of the things that really gave Tangrowth issues, except for the fact that it got knocked out on like turn 2 from a high jump kick from Mega Medicham, and Heatran, which is the other threat to it, got knocked out by an Earthquake from Salamence. Tangrowth, rocking a payback set, which is a dark type move, I think, for taking care of that Megaladios after it set up a Calm Mind. It got paid back for like 60%, I think, which is a lot of damage. And then, yeah, Tangrowth really just like coming in anytime that Donphan come in, it would just be right into Tangrowth, which is exactly what Tangrowth wants to be doing, especially since it's good for Generator. Another thing I want to talk about was Zeraora. In this matchup, I think overall Zeraora in this match, in this Gen 7 Ultra Sun Moon League format has been overall pretty disappointing. There really isn't much of a reason to like take it over like another fast electric type like Jolteon or Raichu. So that's just something I wanted to bring up. And overall, this game was pretty good. You know, Donphan just kind of setting up rocks and having to get out, and then Tapu Bulu and Muck all dying to the pure power, pun intended, of Mega Medicham. Just overall, a pretty good, but overall pretty dominant display from MX3, breaking him a 4-0 win in Week 1 against Mike in the West Bromwich area. Also, I should mention, this is all in division match, so this is a Magma division match, I believe. I'll get to that later. Alright, so moving on, our second game of the week. We have Coach Oak in the Icky Town Center War versus Zezo in the BBC Kings. Zezo, of course, is a brand new coach, and Coach Oak is a returning member from Season 4. Oak bringing Tyrantrum, Alolan Ninetales, Celesteela, Alolan Sandslash, Diggersby, and Lurantis, while Zezo is rocking Nihilego, Moltres, Rotom-Mow, Crocodile, Suicune, and Mega Glade. So I think what led to, as you'll notice, it is a 5-0 win in favor of Zezo, and I think what led to Coach Oak's eventual downfall was not really prepping enough for that Suicune, as that really kind of gave him a lot of issues. Like, he brought the Lurantis, but I don't really classify that as the best check to a Suicune that's behind a substitute. It's got a Calm Mind up. He was running a Contrary Superpower set, which is a fine set, but like, against a Suicune that I'm pretty sure had Ice Beam, it wasn't really gonna end that well. So, like, you know, like the Diggersby and the Sandslash and the Ninetales, they didn't have a lot for it, and I don't think the Ninetales was running Freeze Dry, so like, that would have been a pretty good check, but, you know, Calm Mind, raised special defense, wasn't exactly going to help too much anyway. So yeah, despite Suicune only getting 1 kill, it was really a big problem for Oak's team. But surprisingly, Moltres picking up most of the kills, I believe, knocking off the Celesteela and the Ninetales, I want to say, is what he got the kill on. And then I believe Tyrantrum, unfortunately, picking up the freeze on the Crocodile off of the Ice Fang, but that ended up not mattering too much as it just got knocked out anyway. So, a pretty dominant display from Zezo. However, Coach Oak still played very well. I just feel like he could have done a little more against that Suicune, and against, like, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to go too in-depth. I don't want this video to go forever, but I feel like that Suicune is what really led to the downfall of Coach Oak. So that was the second game. Moving on to game 3, we got Husemmanen and the FK Mold Breakers versus Parksy's Armadillos. Husemmanen bringing Excadrill, Sylveon, Hippowdon, Mega Sharpedo, Tornadus T, and Darmanitan, while Parksy's rocking Togekiss, Hitmonlee, Nidoking, Aerodactyl, Blastoise, and Mega Aggron. So right off the bat, Hitmonlee picking up 4 kills this game, which is a surprising number considering the matchup, but hey, you know, I'm not really complaining. I love Hitmonlee, and I'm glad to see you doing well in this league, but this game was very close. It was a very good game. Husemmanen coming out at the skin of his teeth at a 1-0 win. Excadrill just managed to knock off that knock out I should say, that Hitmonlee at the end of the game to pick up the win, but it was very good. You know, Sylveon being the bulky, wishy, annoying threat that it always is. Hippowdon not doing a whole lot, but, you know, got Sam for Excadrill, so I can outspeed the Hitmonlee, I believe. Sharpedo didn't do a whole lot. Tornadus picking up a couple kills, but other than that, this game was, other than just being very close and very good overall, nothing too much of note happened. So yeah, very good game, both of you. I'll definitely try to give a little more insightful advice in the coming weeks, but for now, I'm just going over what happened, anything major, really good that happened. So very good prep on both sides of the team. Hitmonlee coming out as a very strong ally. Mega Aggron, I should mention, doing what Mega Aggron does, and that's just tanking physical hits, even once it's super effective again, or it's weak too. So yeah, that is Parksy versus Hughes. Moving on to our fourth game, we've got PackFan and the, I don't even know what this could be, I don't remember their team's called, versus Commander CMR, I'm calling him Kmer, and the Houston Tauros. So if you're wondering about the picture of Oprah on the screen, I couldn't get PackFan's logo to work, like it wouldn't let me open it, and I forgot to ask him about it, so instead of putting his logo, I put this picture of Oprah that I found on the internet. I thought it was pretty funny. So, leave a comment down below if you'd like me to continue using this picture of Oprah as PackFan's logo instead of his actual logo. The Phoenix of Flores, that's what it is, but, I don't know, it might be the PackFan Oprah is now his team name, but, moving on. Pack bringing Mega Heracross, Thunderous Incarnate, Jirachi, Garchomp, Ribombee, Silvally in its water form, and CMR bringing Dragonite, Mamoswine, Mew, Mega Charizard Y, Zipstrika, and Tapu Fini. So this game was a little weird. I feel like Mew just kind of like dominated this game along with Mamoswine. Like Megazord, I don't even think Zipstrika entered the field, and Megazord Y entered like once. So like it was just kind of strange just seeing like Mew and Mamo just like control a game. Like I haven't really seen that before, and I feel like Khmer just kind of outplayed PackFan here. I don't think I've played PackFan before, but he is a pretty good player. So I feel like I need to like watch the game again, but it's kind of late and I need to record this. So yeah, Ribombee going for the Quiver Dance when it was against, I think it was it was either the Dragonite or the Mamoswine. I really don't think it should have done that, because he probably should have anticipated at least some form of coverage move, or just some kind of like stab attack that he didn't appreciate taking. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, Jirachi not doing as much as I thought it would, Mew doing pretty good for itself. But other than that, Silvally, I don't think is good. I don't like Silvally at all. I drafted it once and I hated it because it's just like strictly worse Arceus, which is not a good thing in most cases. Like if built right, like it used Parting Shot, which is why most people use it. It hit like the Mew and the Tapu Fini and all, and like, but I'm sick. Anyway, other than that, not much really of note, and yeah, that's that. Game 5. Jermoi and the Perth Politoads versus Has, Luzna, and Arsenals. I believe this is the logo Has is currently using. I could be wrong. Jermoi bringing Mega Scizor, Mienshao, Zapdos, Greninja, Ditto, and Florges versus Haz's Monferno, Landorus, Therian, Darkrai, Bronzong, Clefable, and Seismitoad. So I think what led to Politoad's loss here is his kind of over-reliance on the momentum, like U-turns and Volt Switches and the like, because of all the hazards that Has had set up. Because that just kind of let him... The only issue that wasn't... The only Pokemon this wasn't really an issue on was his Mienshao, as he had Regenerator on it, so that wasn't a huge deal, but I think Has got Toxic Spikes at one point, so that kind of wasn't the best game plan for Jermoi, just kind of like get his entire team poisoned. I don't think... I scratch that. He didn't have Toxic Spikes, it was Spikes and Rocks. Ignore me. It's too late for this, but I need to get this up. Anyway. Yeah, Greninja getting kills, Lando getting kills. You'll see Lando later on. Florges not doing anything. Ditto not doing anything. Scizor not doing anything. No, I won't say that. Mega Scizor did switch in on an attack. Maybe. I don't know. So, Monferno was a weird bring. Probably just to check the Mega Scizor, but I don't understand why he has Monferno. I feel like there could be like literally anything else he could use other than Monferno. So, yeah, Has bringing a definitely much more defensive team, of course, with the exception of Lando, and Jermoi bringing also a more defensive team with like Zapdos, Florges, Mega Scizor, kind of Ditto, maybe. Ditto can really be anything, quite literally, but in the end, 1-0 in favor of Has. Obviously, a win's a great way to start the season. I'd like to prefer a little more differential, but, you know, what can you do? Oh, God, I'm so sick. I need to stop recording when I'm sick. Anyway, that is Jermoi versus Has. Politoad versus the Arsenals. Game 6, I think. Luke and the Golden State Wartortle versus Spoink and the San Francisco Spoinkers, which wins the award for my favorite draft league name ever. The Spoinkers. I just love saying that. I just get filled with such happiness. Luke bringing the Tituan, Mega Charizard X, Jolteon, Manaphy, Hoopa-U, Unbound, Skarmory, and Spoink bringing Tyranitar, Tapu Koko, Hawlucha, Mismagius, Slowbro, and Arcanine. I said that weird. T-Tar really putting in the work here. You know, really one thing that T-Tar didn't really appreciate fighting was that Manaphy. It depended on what weather was up, on all honesty, but I think it was the rain that was up in most cases when it was T-Tar versus Manaphy. You know, Miss Magius didn't really do a whole lot. Slowbro was pretty useful, switching in on like the Manaphy and the Hoop Unbound, however, or the Skarmory. However, I believe that prediction got. I think Luke predicted the Slowbro switch and went for the Energy Ball on the Manaphy when Slowbro came in. So good play on Luke's part. I think there was just a. I think that the Decidueye wasn't exactly played as well as it should have been, and that kind of got knocked out a little later in the game, where it could have been pretty useful. But you know, what can you do? Zardex not doing a whole lot. Manaphy was pretty helpful. Jolteon, I think Jolteon just kind of got like a little whittled down, just through the hatchers and all the volt switching that was going on. Jolteon is good at that, just being a fast volt switcher, getting in what you need to get in when you need it. But yeah, you know, Skarmory defogging and sending hazards and doing all that stuff. This is a pretty standard game, and in the end, it went 3-0 for the newcomer Spoink. All right, next up, we got the Salt Lake City Beedrills and Coach Blackhammer versus jjbizzle's. Okay, here we go. Chillicothe Claythers. Chillicothe Claythers. Hammer bringing in Mega Mawile, Cresselia, Dugtrio, Bangmortar, Kofagrigus, and Clawitzer, and JJ bringing Xurkitree, Cobalion, Gliscor, Goodrum, Milotic, and Infernape. So a couple things I learned from this battle. First of all, Shiny Clawitzer is amazing. I love it so much now. Thank you, Blackhammer, for introducing it to me. Second, Hypercutter Gliscor with Toxigorb is not a very good combo, as JJ learned when he forgot to change his ability to Poison Heal. What else happened? I don't even remember. Mainly that. That was really the highlight of that match. You know, Dugtrio kind of got caught by the Cobalion. I don't even remember what else happened. Oh yeah, Kofagrigus is kind of consistently switching in on the Milotic. In the end, the Milotic did live, and yeah, I need to stop doing it. Anyway, high quality content here in the DGBA. Yeah, Dugtrio, you know, trapping people, I believe. No, it didn't get the kill on anything, but Dugtrio wasn't actually that helpful in this situation. I would have brought it. Infernape, Cobalion, and Xurkitree are all pretty good. Checks for Dugtrio's all pretty good checks for those. But yeah, Mega Mawile is never gonna not be good. It's yeah, I think the Cobalion is what kind of did it, and the Infernape. And yeah, I like Shiny Clawitzer. That's what I got from that battle. Thank you, Blackhammer, for introducing me to Shiny Clawitzer. Yeah, cool. Alright, final game. The Battle of the Los Angeles Teams. LA Larvitars and Coach Jack, runner-up of Season 4, versus the newcomer Avocado and the Los Angeles Lanterns. Jack bringing Mega Gardevoir, Rhydon, Scissor, Blissey, Slowking, and Weavile, while Avocado bringing Mega Pinsir, Mesprit, Primarina, Rotom Wash, Delmise, and Emboar. So, really, Slowking and Rhydon were really big, like, MVPs on Jack's team. You know, Slowking always switching on like the Primarina and the the Mesprit, and Rhydon always coming in on like the Pinsir and the also the Mesprit. So yeah, Rhydon was a big MVP, always getting up rocks and just kind of walling Mesprit and Emboar. I was actually thinking that Emboar was going to be pretty good in this matchup if he can get rid of that Slowking, but he just got kind of taken down by a combination of just whittling down with rocks. In fact, that's how he died, was just the rocks. Whittling down with rocks and just kind of being whittled out. With, like, I think he got poisoned, toxic poison at one point, and just ended up just getting like hit with a big hyper voice from Mega Gardevoir that led to its demise. And Delmise was also pretty good. No, I believe he hit the I think he knocked out. No, he didn't knock out the Weavile. He got, I think, a big chunk of damage on the Weavile, which was nice on his end, because that Weavile was a bit of an issue. He got taken down eventually. But, you know, Mega Pinsir, doing its job, picking up some kills. I think it knocked out the Weavile and the Scissor. In fact, that's exactly what it did. But it got taken down by the Blissey, picking up 2 whole kills. The Seismic Toss knocking out the Mega Pinsir and the Primarina. So, yeah, it was a good game, but I'm tired. I just want to get this over with. I promise next week I'm going to do a much better job at like going a little more in depth and not recording this at like 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, so that was Jack versus Avocado. The Larvatars emerged victorious from the battles of the LA teams. 4-0. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Now we're looking at our league standings. This is where both divisions are stacked up against each other. We got the Magma division versus the Aqua division. AFC Ajaxtris and Coach MX3 at the top of the division, followed by the Spoinkers and Spoink, Hughes and the Mold Breakers, and Has the DR Sentinels in the positive. And in the Aqua division, we got the BBC Kings and Coach Zezo, Houston Taurus and Khmer, Los Angeles Avatars and Jack, and JJ and the Chilico the Cloisters. I guess that's how they're called. Oh, it's Chilico the Cloisters. No, they're Chillicothe Cloisters now. Yeah, and in the negative, we got the West Bromwich Altaria and Mike at the bottom of the Magma division, and Coach Oak at the Ikitana Cinnamore at the bottom of the Aqua division. But it's week 1, it's anyone's game, anyone can come back for them, so I can totally imagine Oak or Mike winning Season 5, so keep it up, guys, you're doing great, honestly. You're both, everyone on this screen are amazing players, and I'm kind of honored to be kind of accepted into their, like, society of Pokemon. Honestly, even with, like, PokeCast, I'm just kind of really, like, honored and grateful that these people have just kind of accepted me into their community. Anyway, I'm getting too emotional about this. Anyway, so we're now looking at our league leaders. We do the kills at the top of the leaderboard. In terms of kills, at the top we have Hitmonlee, which is a mon I wouldn't expect to be at the top of the kills on week 1, but I'm happy to see nonetheless in Coach Parksy and the Armadillos. Then we have Lando T and Tyranitar at top, I believe also Mew. Lando T, Tyranitar, and Mew tie for the 2nd place spot. Now, normally I would have more mods on here, but since it's week 1, I figured there'd be a lot of like ties, and it wouldn't really be worth it. So week 2 is when we'll start getting to like the top 10. Oh my god. And so yeah, I didn't put Mew on here because I can only fit 3 on here, but yeah, Hitmonlee at number 1, and then number 2 and 3, 4, 2, 3, and then I guess 4 is Lando T, Tyranitar, and Mew. Let me tell I'm sick. I need to stop recording. I'm sick. So, I believe that is it. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope I didn't bore you too much and hope it didn't set you off my sickness and my lack of speaking ability. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at the tag you see on screen, Gengar Raichu with 2 A's in the Raichu part. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and my channel. It's a description below for more DGBA and Pokemon content for myself, maybe. And if you want to see any of the replays from the week 1 games, they are all in the description below. Or if I forget to do that, then I'll put them in the pinned comments. So if they're not in the description, check the comment section. I promise they'll be out there somewhere. I'm gonna go take some cold medicine and go to sleep. Thank you again for watching and bearing with me if you're here. Yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you all next time. Peace.